Naruto Clash of Ninja number 2 is the game that we're going to be talking about here today. It is on the GameCube, and it is a fighting game that I kind of randomly saw and figured I'd go ahead and give a try, considering I do love the Naruto anime, or Naruto. I don't know, you guys fucking yell about that in the comments if you want, okay? But I never played this game when I was younger, and apparently there's 4 of these, 2 of which were released internationally, while 2 on the final 2 were only released in Japan. And going into this game, I didn't really expect much, and that was a good thing because honestly this game didn't give too much, but for what it did it pretty decently. It was a 3D fighter game where basically you go and you take on the various people in the Naruto anime, and you kind of move your way through a similar storyline that you would find in the anime. Fighting feels decently fluid and allows for some pretty solid chain combo attacks, and there are some really interesting fighting arenas that you can use to your advantage. I like the way the camera moves as you shimmy around the various different platforms, and it feels really good going from move to move for the most part. I think one of the big issues here is that there are some very overpowered moves that Naruto has, such as the I don't know what to call it because it's been a long time since I watched the anime, if there is even a thing for it, but basically he could go into the ground and teleport to hit the person from beneath them, and it was a really powerful attack that really seemed quite overpowered and pretty much never failed as long as you didn't completely fuck up the timing. On top of that, it seemed like it couldn't be countered extremely well either, and so I think that that introduces an issue where a lot of players are just going to utilize that one move rather than trying to figure out the rest of the skills. There is several game mechanics that try to kind of separate it from other games. However, a lot of them end up being just kind of the same thing but named differently. So for example, there is a chakra bar or a chakra bar. Basically, it is a thing that builds up over the course of multiple attacks, and you can use it on special attacks. However, this is pretty much just stamina to a certain degree, and it's found in pretty much a lot of fighting games. I think they did a good job though of making it so that each character has their own fighting style as well as different special techniques that they use on you that kind of make sense for their character, and it allows enough variation in the gameplay to keep me engaged throughout the story. You can also work your way up and buy various different characters that can be used to progress throughout the story, so that way you don't just have to play as Naruto. Although I think that this game doesn't really have much other than that. It's a pretty okay fighting game that doesn't stand out too much from any of the others, but gives you enough to keep you engaged and feels like a solid enough experience for at least a couple hours of fun. But what do you guys think? Did you guys play this game before, or do you enjoy it? Do you think it's not that great? What are your take on this game? Do you think that there's any things that could be improved, or any pieces of the game that I missed that you guys really enjoy? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram, that will pop up during the outro, and you can watch any of our other retro reviews or game reviews on the channel. If you just hit that like and subscribe button, you can also see what we have coming out in the future. And on top of that, guys, just let us know if there's anything else you want us to review or talk about, and besides that, I will see you all in the next gaming session.
Stay out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer